Today we're gonna make a machete from a leaf spring. This is the leaf spring. We're gonna cut it in half and then start forging. This first heat, I probably didn't get it hot enough. I've learned that you gotta work a lot harder when the heat's a little bit lower. So make sure to get it hot. But we're just gonna start in the bevels, kind of bring it down a little bit, extend it, and make it wider. We may have cracked it. But we'll check, we'll grind it down, make sure that that's not actually a crack. But so, it looks like that was not a crack. So, lucky us, we're gonna keep going. Got it all nice and cleaned up. Not cleaned up. We got it all nice and flat. Now we're gonna clean it up with this flap disc. We might leave some of the forging marks, but most of it we're gonna try to get rid of with the flap disc. Then we'll go to the bench grinder sander. I don't know if you could see in the last one, but there's this tiny little gap right here that's a little bit lower than the rest of it. So as soon as we can get that out, if it focuses, we can, there we go. Then we'll be able to put an edge on. So we have our machete here. Machete. We're gonna put the handles on, drill some holes, put the handles on, kind of shape it out. I got this wood from a cabinet shop. It's just walnut. It has not been treated or stabilized, but we're gonna try it out on this one anyway. First, we need to make this flat so that the scales will fit on perfectly. So this is where the better blacksmith you are, probably the easier it is to grind this out. Using my grinder over here from Home Depot, just this belt sander. Doesn't go fast enough. It will work, but it takes a while and it does not grind the way I would like for forging. We got it flat, so we're drilling some holes. We're also going to have a lanyard hole in the back. So we tape on the handle or super glue it so we can drill our holes. That way everything stays where it's at because it's super glued. So now we have the holes drilled and nothing moved.
So now we'll cut it so that it's right up next to the steel. Gives us a good idea of what the handle is going to be like. So we cut it all off. Now we're right there close to the metal. You can see the tape still there. Shaped it down a little bit just to see how it feels. We're going to take this in a little bit so that that's not going to be through the wood. I don't think. I don't know, we'll see. But usually when I do this and I think, oh, I need blue liners. Well, we're probably not going to do liners this time. And then you can just pull it right off. And now there's no glue on your wood. Or the steel. Let's get that all off. There we go. Put the pins in. So we have a lot of cleaning up to do on it, but see, I'm gonna have to back up a little bit. There we go. Good looking machete. Machete. I just want to go smack stuff, but we got a lot of cleaning up to do. We're gonna add a couple other things to it. A little bit more to the handle here and stuff, but we're gonna heat treat. Look at that blade all cleaned up and ready to go. Okay, our blade's almost to heat. I don't have a tank big enough to heat treat this, so we're gonna use this rain gutter. We've propped it up. Hopefully the oil doesn't come out of the end. It should be level there if we use some physics. Hopefully that works. We'll fill it up real quick and hopefully it holds the oil. Then we'll heat treat. There was a little bit of a warp, so hopefully we can get that out in the temper. We're making some adjustments on the handle, cut out this back part for the lanyard hole. Now we're going to sand it and round it off. Then we should be ready for glue up. I decided to add a little bit of file marks for the glue up, as you can see right there on the tang. Just to add a little more character to it. And it wasn't the most even from my lack of skill in forging, but it should work out. We have a lot of epoxy there on the top, a lot of cleanup, but we wanted to make sure that those file grooves were all filled. So we'll just take it on the sander real quick. Maybe some hand sanding. Let's put on an edge, then we can go test this guy. Probably gonna test it on a tree and an apple. Look at that cherry wood. In a future video, we're gonna make a handle out of this cherry tree.